Maya, and welcome to my channel, Cranley Place, where I'm posting content on scarf style, knot tutorials, and more. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to be notified of new videos, which I'm publishing weekly. Consider this a continuation of my last video previewing some of the Spring-Summer 2022 scarves from Hermès. Even more have popped up. So in this video, I'll cover the new ones that I've found, both in cashmere and silk, and discuss the designs and artists who created these wearable pieces of art. Bear in mind that many of these are not new designs per se, but now issued in different formats, colorways, or treatments. Let's get started. This design you may recognize from last season when it was issued as a 90 by 90 centimeter silk twill scarf. The inspiration is the first Hermès store, opened at 24 Faubourg Saint-Honoré in Paris in 1880. Evolving from its modest beginnings, the current neoclassical facade is the result of construction carried out between 1924 and 26, which created additional floors and a rooftop terrace. It is from this rooftop terrace, or jardin sur le toit, that this tropical forest unfolds. You can see the cheetahs, monkeys, and cockatoos blending into the botanical canopy, which also conceals the figure of a mounted cavalryman who has escaped to the jungle. Available in at least 4 colorways, these delicate palettes of this 140 cashmere shawl are so beautiful. I'm also thinking that I need someone with a powerful fan to walk in front of me so I can get the scarf dramatically trailing behind me like this. What do you think? Here is another design reincarnation from the 2018 season, now issued in a bandana style 140 centimeter cashmere scarf. Selle de Dignitaire is by Wlodek Kaminski, who has designed for the house since 1987. Inspired by a saddle in the Émile Hermès collection, the Sino-Mongolian original is from Central Asia and dates to the later Qing period, circa 1832. The saddle itself was crafted of wood, leather, and parchment, and featured repoussé work silver encrusted with cabochon gems such as coral, amber, lapis lazuli, and rock crystal. Around a central yin-yang symbol are finely engraved dragons, serpents, and fantastical beasts. The saddle rug was composed of wool cloth and silk velvet and decorated with embroidery, sequins, and small metal studs. The stirrups were decorated with cloisonné enamel work and crowned with dragon's head. So admittedly, I've always been on the fence about bandana style, regardless of whether it's the smaller format or this size, but I do love this design. So what do you think? Large bandana, anyone? Here is another format reissue by this longtime Hermès designer. I've seen this in a 90 by 90, 45 by 45, and wash versions. This depicts a French carriage commissioned by Chinese Empress Cixi in 1894 from the highly respected House of Mühlbacher. Designed to be drawn by 4 horses led by footmen, the model is ornamented by scrolls of gilded wood and a studded silk interior. The Moroccan leather harnesses for the horses were commissioned from the House of Hermès. This 140 centimeter cashmere shawl is available in at least 3 colorways, though that may change, of course, as we progress into the season. They all have contrast hem so far. Promising, right? Pierre Marie designs surely are getting a lot of play this season. Here is another reissue from the 2013-2014 collection, now in this giant triangle format. This classic equestrian-themed design depicts bouquets made of horse fittings, stirrups, straps, curb chains, harnesses, instead of flowers. You can see some horse heads with very wavy manes rising up out of the arrangements like wildflowers. I've seen this in at least 4 colorways, not all here in the US, but we know they are possible. I also have a review on the Hermès giant triangles in general, as well as a tutorial on ways to style this format, so be sure to check those out if you haven't seen them. Christine Henry is an artist, painter, illustrator, and designer who's been with the house since 1995. She describes her sources of inspiration as the tales and legends from around the world, mythology, as well as the symbolism linked to the representation of animals and plants in different civilizations, both ancient and recent. This design has graced multiple formats and is now offered as a giant triangle featuring lively and vibrant flowers and butterflies. I've seen this available in at least 4 colorways, all of them beautiful, and can't wait to see what other options they may offer as the season unfolds. This looks to be a completely new design. The Selle Imaginaire, or Imaginary Saddle, is by Jan Bajtlik, an illustrator, graphic designer, and typographer based in Warsaw. A graduate of the Warsaw Academy of Fine Arts, he is another relative newcomer to the house, starting with Hermès in 2016. Fans will no doubt recognize his name from the Spring-Summer 2019 season, where Animopolis was his first scarf design for Hermès. This design appears to be available in at least 5 colorways. The imaginative play on texture and color is sure to make it a favorite this season. Hugo Bienvenu is a French illustrator, director, publisher, and producer based in Paris. Fans will know his name from the Wow double-faced scarf from last season, as well as Space Derby, both of which rapidly sold out. This scarf is not yet on the US Hermès site, and I've seen 2 colorways so far. I love how it invites you to explore all of its playful details. Can you spot the Space Derby jockeys racing down the street? Or how about the Hermès superheroine flying through the sky? And what about the chessboard where the bishops are in headstands? I also wonder if his beloved dog Kluska is on the design. I've found some candidates, but nothing confirmed. Like Annie Favre always includes a monkey in her scarf designs, I wonder if Kluska will become a similar signature item for Bienvenu. I'm really looking forward to seeing what other palettes this design will have. Katie Scott is also a relative newcomer to the house, with her first Hermès scarf called Index Palmarium issued in 2019 that was inspired by the voyages of German botanist and explorer called Friedrich Philipp von Martius in the 19th century. In a similar botanical plate style, the star of this scarf is the Bromeliaceae, or pineapple, family of plants, which has more than 3,000 species, native mainly to the tropical Americas, with a few species in the American subtropics and 1 in tropical West Africa. Their thick, waxy leaves form this bowl shape in the center for catching rainwater. When I last looked, this was not yet listed on the US Hermès site, but I've seen it in at least 3 colorways. Incidentally, pineapples are the only bromeliad fruits that are sold commercially throughout the world, and Spanish moss, if you're familiar with that, is another type of bromeliad. So there you have it, more of the Spring-Summer 2022 scarves from Hermès that are coming out. Please like the video if you enjoyed it, and let me know what you think in the comments. In future episodes, I'll share other scarf reviews, not tutorials, and more, so be sure to hit that subscribe button to be notified of new videos. Thanks again for joining me today. Until next time.